Yo, what's going on, team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session. Hope everybody had a great trading day today. Want to give everybody a few seconds here to join. I know we've been give everybody a nice 10 minutes here with that starting soon screen. So I'm gonna give everybody a few more seconds here, and then we're gonna get started. Today personally, I didn't take any trades. But you know, we could go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and go over every single pair that we look over. Again, the isolation session. Let me take a sip of water real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Isolation session. We go over the pairs that we trade during the live trading session at NYC. We're gonna go over where we're at in the overall pattern, what we're looking for, and which pairs look the best to enter into trades going into tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, isolation session. We're gonna isolate the best trades and the best pairs to look at for tomorrow. Haven't seen the charts again after this morning's session. I've been pretty busy all day. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, but let's just touch upon what we were looking at, right? We understood that pretty much for a lot of the pairs there was just bank holidays. That was number one. So we didn't really look at a lot of pairs that had bank holidays. That was the number one thing. Mondays, usually price already moves during Asia session, London session. So when the time that we were on the chart during NYC, a lot of pairs already did STP ADR for the day. And then the pairs that we ended up looking at towards the end of, towards the end of the stream, we pretty much saw how they faked a lot of traders out. And then, you know, I ended up seeing the chart. I think it was US30, right? It ended up moving into the way that we wanted it to. After it gave us that exhaustion candle, it went to the bottom, swiped out the traders continued going long who thought this was going to be a break of structure retest to continue, and then it went into the direction that we wanted price to go to. It did give us a 30-minute engulfing. I don't believe it gave us a retest. Let me see. Let me confirm. Yeah, and no time frame really gave us an engulfing entry, right? The only thing it really did give us was just more of a flip candle retest again. So it's nothing too bad. We understood that we just wanted to be patient for the day and kind of stay vigilant, right? What was it that we wanted to see, right? So there's two things, right? The number one is once we had this flip candle, which is once we had this engulfing candle and we saw, okay, the next red candle was that exhaustion candle that we saw. We already know after an exhaustion, price is going to turn around going opposite. I don't trade that, but we understand that's a rule. Once price went up, went into our 30-minute, rejected the highs twice, and then went down. Honestly, once we saw that what we were waiting for with this green candle, once we saw that this red candle closed below the zone, what happened to the next candle? Went up, retested our zone, which in the 30-minute time frame you can see that, right? Price closed. Next 30-minute candle went up, retested the zone to continue going into STP. So this is a trade where at 1 p.m., if you were really on the charts at 1 p.m., this would have been a very good trade. Now you're asking, where would stop loss be? I'd be looking at this in the lower time frame, which would be the 5-minute. Once we would have got that retest in the 30-minute, stop loss would have been up here at top of the zone. Entry would have been here, 11 pip stop loss. Right, 11 pip stop loss to where its STP was at 257 pips, which we already knew was down low at these zones. We would have had 11 pip stop loss with 168 pips for TP. So not a bad trade, right? Not a bad day. This is just one where, again, we just had to be patient. And we went over this. We knew exactly what price wanted to do, right? We drew this out. We knew exactly what we wanted to wait for. But once again, it was just more about being patient and then being active on the chart by the time that this was doing the move that I wanted to do, which unfortunately I personally was not on the charts today. This late, I was really busy today, so it is a missed opportunity that we had here in the, you know, after the NYC session. What's good, Mohammed? Good evening, my brother. How you feeling today? Or how you feeling? Yeah, today. Hope you're feeling better. Sorry, I'm a little wobbly still. I gotta wake up. What other pair were we looking at? Let me see. USDCAD, right? It was one where it went fucking completely down, went into our 30-minute low that we were looking at. This is another one that at 10 a.m. This pretty much happened right after the stream was off. Right, 10 a.m. it went into our 30-minute lows and did exactly what we wanted to see. Tapped into our 30-minute lows and went right back to the top side. Amazing, bro. Feeling good. That's good. Good to hear, man. Yeah, that blood got you feeling right, huh? So we're gonna get started with AU. Once again, I am gonna delete the drawings for the pairs that we did a lot of drawings this morning. So AU again, we know we're in A2. We're at the bottom of consolidation in the overall market makers pattern. In the 4-hour time frame, we know that we had this small little consolidation zone. Where we zoom out, we had a small little consolidation zone where price finally broke above these highs and gave us a change of character. So, or it gave us a break of structure of the top of consolidation. So, at this point, again, price is still making higher highs and higher lows. So, this is a pair where again I want to start looking for shorts, but we want to see price turn around first. We want to see price start making lower lows and lower highs instead of the higher highs and higher lows that we have. We had a day of rise on Friday. Today, Monday, gave us a day of drop. No continuation. But again, once we had, just like how we had it earlier, we know that we're in this little zone of consolidation in the 30-minute time frame from the top to the bottom. So at this point, again, we just got to be patient. Rejected the highs, went to the lows, rejected the lows, went to the top, rejected the highs to where we're at now in the middle. Is price going to use this as a little support to go up? Is it going to start breaking below these lows to go back down to the lows? We still don't know. We still don't have any clean structure. There's no clean breaks of the highs. So at this point, or to the lows. So at this point, AU, there's really not much to digest on here. We still just gotta wait. Again, when we want to start looking for buys, what do we want to see? Higher highs and higher lows. When we look for sells, what do we want to see? Lower lows and lower highs. Slept from Sunday to Wednesday. Just woke up forced to eat some food. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's not good, but definitely have to eat, man. And if you're not eating any solids, bro, like again, just make a smoothie. Bananas, strawberries, mango, pineapple, kale, spinach. Get some sea moss in that. And drink it, man. Just drink smoothies until you could, until you start feeling better. Took some strong opioids, that's why. To relieve the pain. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's not fun at all, man. So AU, we're gonna go ahead and just skip it for now. Not really allowed to break down on there. CAD CHF, we have a day of no net. This is another one where I'm not too interested in trading. Trading between this high, which we can see price broke here, but I'm not gonna count that as a break. Just gonna keep it like this for now. Where are we in CAD CHF overall? We are peak low going to the top. We had 3 months of rise, this month being the 4th month. Price already is at the top, so this is not one where I'm interested in continuing to see these pushes to the top side. But we do have 2 weeks of rise, this week being the 3rd week. I am expecting price to continue to push to the top side this week. Already gave us a new high and price is just consolidating up here. So, this is another case of, are we going to see a pullback or are we going to see price just... Wait, did the stream end? What happened? Oh no, we're good. Wow, that was weird. Am I good? Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay. So yeah, what do I want to see here? Again, we understand there's 2 phases in the market. There's when price is trending, making higher highs and higher lows like we can see here, and when price is consolidating, the same way we could see here. Now price is just moving sideways. So at this point, it's a question of, alright, is price going to give us a nice pullback? Is price just going to give us this little zone of consolidation? And this is a pair that only really moves 30 pips, man. I don't want to entertain this one. I'm gonna turn this shit off. I'm not trading CAD CHF. I'm sorry. If I know I turned this on for flow, but I don't want to keep a I don't really want to keep an eye on a pair that only moves 30 pips. At this point, STP, you know, we already did half of what the ADR is. We already did 50%, which is 15 pips. Really is nothing. So I'm not even gonna entertain CAD CHF. We're gonna skip that one for sure. Euro AUD, we are in V2. We're at the bottom of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. We know that right now we're still trading between the daily and the 4-hour high, daily and 4-hour low. We have 2 months of drop, counter, going against the trend. This month being the third month, prices here at the bottom just consolidating, and we can see that in the lower time frames. Price is just moving sideways now. Still see price making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and price now is here fighting to see, okay, we're going to break below these lows. Are we going to respect these lows? Or are we going to start making a push to the top side? So right now we have a weaker drop counter against the trend once again. In the 30-minute, we can see that still making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Price here consolidating, moving sideways. See, it wants to break down below these lows, but price just still really hasn't. Price then internally, right, gave us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, change of character, lower high, and right now we did get another break here below these lows, where price then gave us this 30-minute high and 30-minute low. At this point, we have a day of rise, no continuations. We're still trading again between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. This is going to be one where I need to see price give me the breaks above. I need to see a higher high, higher low before we could even enter a trade. Still below the 800 EMA. So we'll see. There's another one where, again, for the most part, just like we were talking about this morning, how we were explaining, we are in almost every single pair, we're either in the highest point in the market or opposite, we're in the lowest point of the market. And then for a lot of pairs in the zone of consolidation, we're either at the top of consolidation or we're at the low of consolidation, going with the trend. So if we're in an uptrend, again, and I'll draw that out, what do I mean by that? If price is consolidating, which again, where price is moving sideways, and we're in an uptrend, meaning we want to look for buys, where do we want to look for buys? Do we want to look for buys at the top of the zone, or do we want to look for buys at the bottom of the zone? So in where we're at now, a lot of these pairs that were in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, right? Once we get into the zone of consolidation and we're at the top of the zone, this is where we want to just take a step back and wait for price to give us these lows at the bottom. Or we want to see price break above these highs to continue. So at this point, for a lot of these pairs, again, making higher high, higher lows, higher highs, right now we're at the top of the higher highs, right? We're here. What do I want to see? I either want to see a pullback, or I want to see what you see price doing now, which is consolidate between 23.6 and 38.2. So, and then after it consolidates between 23.6 38.2, this is where we want to start looking for our entry points. So we still don't have any of those confirmations. We're still just waiting it out. With that being said, again, almost every single pair that we have gone over, every single pair, almost every single one of them are are in the same zones. So it's really just a game, like we were explaining this morning. It's just a game of being patient and waiting for the right opportunity to enter. And if we don't get that opportunity to enter, then we just gotta wait it out. Right? Don't get impatient. Don't just get into a trade just to get into a trade. 99% of our job as traders is to win. That 1% that makes us feel like we need to enter a trade every single day is just us trying to make up time for no reason. So EURCAD, we're gonna go ahead and skip for now as well. We have 3 days where price is just moving sideways. Euro USD, let's get rid of some of these drawings that we had from this morning. We had a day of no net on Friday. Monday, which is today, gave us a day of drop, going counter against the trend. Day of drop, and we had a red 4-hour candle. And again, we're still trading between this 30-minute high and 30-minute low. And once again, yes, Euro USD is overall uptrending. Yes, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. But let's draw this out. From here to here, where are we in this drawing, right? We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? What do we want to see? After we make a higher high, which is where we're at right now, we want to see a pullback to make a higher low to continue the push to the top side. And right now, what do we see? Price is just consolidating, moving sideways between 23.6 and 38.2. And again, if you don't believe me, we could just add a line. Consolidating between 23.6 and 38.2, right? So with that being said, what could we be expecting? I'm not expecting a steep pullback. Would love to see it. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Would love to see a steeper pullback. But in this case, let's start putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. What do we want to see? We're in the middle of the zone of consolidation, which is number one, not the best place to look for a trade, but we know that we're in the middle of consolidation. In the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. What do we want to see? We want to see price bounce off the 200 EMA. So what was the number one thing that we wanted to see? The number one thing we wanted to see was price push above the 200 EMA, because that's the EMA that we want to see price push above. Did we finally get that push above the 200? Yes, perfect, in the daily time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, we're still above the 200 EMA, so we're not going to be using that in the 4-hour time frame. In the 30-minute time frame, also on Friday, price pulled back to the 200, gave us the bounce off, went to the top, went back to the bottom to where we're at now. Yet again, I still want to see more than just a EMA bounce for an entry. I want to see an engulfing candle. I want to see an exhaustion candle. I want to see lower time frame change of characters to the top side and break of structures. And we didn't get that on Friday. Friday was literally just the break above, a little retest to continue the push to the top side. Right now, we're still haven't really rejected these highs. We almost reached it, but we didn't today. And then price went right back down to the bottom. So this is a point where I want to start looking for some engulfing candles. I want to start looking for some entry opportunities here. But we don't want to force anything that we don't have to force. If we just stay patient and wait out for structure to play out, we'll be good. We had lower low, lower high. Let's take a step back here so we can really see where price is at. So we had this break that happened, gave us this low, this high. This low broke, gave us a change of character, right? Once we got this change of character, gave us this high and this low. This low broke here with the wick that we had for the opening for today. So now we know that we're trading between this low and this high. So we're still making lower lows and lower highs. Like, oh, so why don't you just enter here if it's on the 200 EMA? Again, because lower time frame is telling us that price is still making higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low. Price pushed up, lower high. Price pushed down, right? You can see that it broke here, it created a lower low. So this push up to the top side, if we enter somewhere here on the 200 EMA, we understand that we're still trading between lower high, lower low, and lower high. Could price reject here and go back down? Absolutely. So what am I going to look for? I'm either going to look for the price right now. Let's draw it out. I'm either going to look for price to break here to give us another lower low, and then for price to give us this high, and then for price to turn around and give us a change of character, break of structure, and we know we could get in here to continue the push to the top side. All while we're above the 800 EMA, at the same time we'd be on the 200 EMA that's here, and we know we could bounce off that 200 to continue the push to the top side. But if price continues to make lower lows and lower highs, what do we know price is going to do? It's just going to continue to melt down. And once again, we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation, so what's the word I'm looking for? Wow, I just had a brain fart real quick. The probability of price still turning around and giving us lower lows and lower highs instead of price going us and giving us and continuing the higher highs and higher lows that we have in the external time frame is still very probable. So we still just gotta wait it out, be a little patient, and just really wait for those confirmations, guys. So EU will go ahead and go on to the next one. GA is one that finally broke above the zone of consolidation that we had. This is another one where I'm not really 100% looking at, but I know that we have some people in our chat that look at this. So we finally got a little change of character, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low, where price consolidated and then finally broke. It was a change of character, higher high. Now trading between this 30-minute high, this 30-minute lows. We can see right now these 30-minute highs are being disrespected, right? They're being rejected, in other words. And what we want to see here is for price to break, retest to continue the push to the top side. If not, price breaks below these lows, then we know price is going to get up to here. And then these lows, this is where price is going to either start going up, or again, it's just going to break, go down, We have clean traffic on the left hand side going straight down. Could price just give us a pullback and then on the pullback continue to push to the top side? Absolutely. GA is a pair where we want to see price bounce off the 50 EMA, right? This is the second zone of consolidation. We want to see that third push to the top side. Right now we're below the 50 EMA on the daily time frame. In the 4-hour, we're consolidating and we finally broke above it. So this is where it starts making sense. Oh, could we be expecting a pullback instead of price just consolidating here? Absolutely. So we'll continue to look at GA. Maybe we'll get an entry opportunity today going into possibly NYC, but it's GA pair, so maybe not NYC, sorry, Asia session. GCAD, we have STP, we have these 30-minute higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We're now trading between these 30-minute highs up here. I'm gonna use the tallest or the highest candle, the last green candle's body. I'm gonna use these lows down here. Use the red and the green here. We know we're trading between the high and this low, and we have 2 days of rise. Today already being the third day. Price looks like it's wanting to push up. We know that we're on the daily highs. We're at the top of consolidation in V1, so again, not the best place to look for a trade. In the 4-hour, even in the 4-hour internal time frame, we're on the top of consolidation where we already had 3 weeks of rise. On the third week, it was a rise drop. Looking for that 4th week variation where price already went up. And this week, we could see that price did that. So GCAD, I'm not even going to entertain this one. We're at the top of consolidation or an uptrend. What do I want to see before we could even get in? Exactly what we already have drawn here. Before I even consider taking a trade on this one, I need to see a break of these highs first and a retest. So if that's the move that price is going to do today, then we'll wait it out for the rest of the week and we'll start looking for trades, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the rest of the week to finish the push to the top side. GJ is on the same boat. GJ is in peak high territory. We could already see that price is on the highest point in the market. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. Price is still rejecting these, or you know, disrespecting these highs and breaking above. So daily time frame, it's a little bit weird because we have this huge ass red candle here, so I'm not even gonna entertain the daily time frame. In the 4-hour, we can see that this is the high. Same thing with the wick, but we can see that price broke above that as well. So 2 weeks of rise, this week being the third week, already went up to the top side. And 30-minute, we'll just update this. We got 2 days of rise. Today being the third day, price went up and gave us 3 days of rise. So man, my allergies are going crazy right now. Nose is so stuffy. The GJ, we're gonna get skipped on this one. We're just gonna skip this one. You can see higher high, lower low, and then price is trying to meet higher high, higher low to higher high. So right now we are trading between, come on, this low, this higher low here, last red candle before the push to the top side, and then the high that we're trading, we still don't have a set high. We're still pushing to the top side, so we just gotta wait it out for price to give us a set high. So GJ is another one where I'm just gonna skip. I'm not even gonna entertain it, just like GCAD. GU, going into the daily time frame, we're in V1, same as GCAD. We're at the top of consolidation where we've been consolidating for 5 months now, moving sideways for 5 months. 4-hour time frame, we've been making smaller higher highs and higher lows internally, but when we zoom out, we can see price made higher high, higher low, higher high, and then lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So now that we made these lower lows, we know that we had this break, gave us this high and this low, and right now price is pushing up. Seems like it wants to be a lower high. What do we want to see to start looking for price to go up? Either an exhaustion candle to the bottom side, an engulfing candle to the top side, lower time frames, change of characters, break of structures. We want to see a continuation in the daily time frame, continuation in the 4-hour, continuation in the 30-minute. And right now, let's see if we have that. We had a day of rise on Friday. Today, Thursday, this is where we had higher high, higher low. Price went up, gave us a higher high. Price just consolidated between 23.6 and 38.2, and then price went up to the top side. Well, we know that this is where price gave us another higher high, and right now we're trading between these lows right here, which I'm not gonna mark the wicks. I'm not gonna use those candles. I'm gonna use this candle here. and we're trading between this high and this low. Last green candle before the push to the bottom side, we had this here. Still making higher highs and higher lows. The price did give us a day of rise. So now we have 2 days of rise, where technically speaking, we had a day of rise on Friday. Market opened this week on Monday, gave us a gap. Technically, it resets the trend. So this is technically just 1 day of rise. So GU is another one where I'm not very interested in taking these trades until we get clean structure. I don't want to see no gaps in the market. I don't want to see price consolidating and faking out the tops at the same time as faking out the bottoms, and faking the tops and faking the bottoms and faking the tops. There's too many fake outs that could happen on this pair, but we'll continue to look at it. We'll definitely keep that one on to look at for tomorrow. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, once we finish with the pairs that we have left, which is the ones with the red folder, we'll be done for the night, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning for the live trading session. So US30, we had higher high, low. This is where price consolidated and gave us this higher high here, right? Looking at the wicks, we do know that the wicks broke here, so I did have this high, this low, this higher high, and then price whoop went down and gave us a lower low. So we know that we're trading between this high, which is the last green candle before the push to the bottom side, and the lows that we're trading are going to be these lows for now until price decides to either respect these lows and start pushing up again, or we're going to disrespect these lows, start breaking below, and to go lower, which could happen. We know we're in the daily high and the 4-hour high. Both the daily and the 4-hour high were respected, right? They rejected them, they faked them out, and then started to push to the top side. So this is where I want to start looking for engulfing candles in the higher time frames. Nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4-hour, nothing in the 1-hour, right? In the 1-hour, again, we had an engulfing candle going to the top side. I'm sorry, to the downside before NYC, but then price gave us an exhaustion candle, where price then rejected, went up, faked out these longs, and then it went down again. And in the flip zone, we closed below the flip zone. On the next candle, price went up, retested, and then went straight into profit. So perfect. It gave us the move that we were looking for. It gave us the move that we were anticipating. Now let's see if we could get that continuation. So we have a day of drop, where we know, again, if we want to see these continuations, what do we want to see? We want to see a change of character. We want to see a break of structure. At this point, we'd love to see a pullback, but we'll see how this continues to look going into tomorrow. What's good, Con? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Very good. I appreciate it. USDCAD. This was same thing we were explaining today. So let's delete these drawings so we're not confused. But we could still see, why didn't we get into these trades going long during NYC session before NY even opened? We understood that getting into these longs this early was a little bit too of an early trade, based on the fact that price never came back down to these 30-minute lows, which is, again, what we were explaining, what we wanted to see before we turned the stream off. And that's exactly what price did. It went down into our 30-minute lows, and this is where price turned around and started going to the top side again. So same as US30, it was just one of the days where price wanted to move relatively later than usual, but it's all good. We'll wait for the continuation. Again, we don't have to rush into these trades. Price moves every single day. We have a day of rise, no continuation. We know in the daily time frame we are in V2, and we're at the top of consolidation. We already gave the 3 months of continuation, gave us the 4th month variation trade after a 3rd month rise no net. In the 4-hour, we have a week of drop, where price again is just making lower lows and lower highs until we reach the top of where price was consolidating and we broke of. Right, we're consolidating here. Price went up, gave us a retest here. Right, so this is where price is going to make a decision. Either price is going to continue, or this is where price is going to continue to melt down and go low. So that's what we're just going to wait for. We're going to wait for the continuation. We're going to wait for a confirmation to see where price is going to go, and then we'll take the trade. Then here in the 30-minute, we can see that price is just consolidating. Trading between this high and this low. The lows rejected, the highs rejected, went back to the middle, went back to the top, rejected the highs, went to the lows, rejected the lows, went back to the middle, went back to the lows, rejected the lows, went back to the middle. So again, we're in a position where we just need to be patient and we have to wait for these confirmations. Any confirmation we get, we know we could take a trade. But for now, we have to just give it a little bit. We're trading between this high. We don't have really a low yet, so still trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high. Still making overall lower low, lower high, lower low. So we'll see what price wants to do. Again, this is another one where we don't have any engulfing candles to really account for, so we just got to be patient. The only thing we have is going to be this flip zone in the 1 hour time frame. Green, green, red. If price breaks above the green, then we know we're going to see price break above to continue to push to the top side. But for now, we just got to wait for that to happen before we do anything else. And again, any questions, let me know of any pair at all, and we could go over that. US oil is another one. We know that we had a day of rise, we had a change of character, higher high, higher low, break of structure, higher high, higher low. Price then gave us another push to the top side. Trading between this high and this low, price broke here with the wick, which then gave us this high and this low. This low broke, which then gave us the same high. We know that we're trading between here, last red candle before the push down, and we're trading between these lows here. Which in this case, I really don't want to say that this is a break. I want to just continue to say that we're trading in something like this, where we're just going to be looking at it like this. I'd rather just mark it up like this. Look, to say that this is where price broke above, which again we can see that it really didn't. None of these are clean breaks. And just continue to say that we're trading in something like this for right now. And then we'll wait for a real confirmation for a flip to the top side. And we have a day of drop. So again, no continuations, no breaks of the lows, no breaks of the tops. Would love to have seen price break above the 800. Price would have done something like this, then we would have seen price. But it's all good. We know that we're in an overall downtrend pattern on US oil. So the fact that it did reject these highs, what else do I want to see? Alright, all good. We're rejecting the lows the same way we rejected the highs, the same way we rejected these lows. I want to see price break below to start trending back down to the bottom. Before that, all these other entries are going to be super aggressive. Right? We just got to babysit the charts, make sure that we don't get price to flip on us, make sure that we're in the correct zones. The US oil is one that we're going to stay patient with again and just take a step back and wait for the right confirmations to enter the trade. USD ZAR is another one where we're just kind of in the same spot. We have a day of no net, so I have nothing to update here. Still making lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows and lower highs. Rejected the highs, then went right back down to the bottom. So still waiting to see price turn around for this one as well. Gold gave us a day of no net. We had 3 days of rise. On the third day gave us a rise drop. Expect that fourth day variation, gave us a fourth day rise, and then today gave us a day of no net. After the trends, we want to see a no net or a drop, and it ended up giving us a no net. We know we're still trading between higher high, higher low, and higher high, so we're still trading between the 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. So we'll see. And once again, we'll draw this out. When we're making higher highs and higher lows, and higher highs and higher lows, and higher highs, higher high, higher low, higher high, where do we want to enter? Do we want to enter going long on a higher low to continue the push to the top side, or do we want to enter somewhere here in the higher high to continue to look for the top side? Right? We want to enter in the higher low to go into a higher high, higher low to go into a higher high. The only time we want to enter at these highs if price breaks above the highs and gives us a retest to continue the push to the top side is the only way we'll take a trade at the top of the zone. We don't have that yet. So gold is one where we're just gonna have to sit back. And again, this is a pair where we're in peak high territory, the same way we're in GJ, the same way we're in US30. So this is a pair where I'm not really interested in taking these trades going long. I want to look for the confirmations. I want to look for price to turn around, start making lower lows and lower highs, so we could start getting this push to the bottom side. Until then, this is a pair where we're gonna continue to market, but we're not gonna focus on taking any trades. Damn, Bitcoin is just moving today, bro. Not bad. Price gave us an engulfing green candle, gave us the retest. Damn, bro, this happened just now when we're doing the class. That's crazy. As soon as it gave us the retest, it went straight into profit. Damn, we missed a trade. Right? Engulfing candle. Once we got the engulfing candle, boom, the next candle retested the zone, straight into profit again. So Bitcoin is moving pretty good. We're gonna wait this one out. That's pretty much it, guys. That's today's class. That's all the pairs that we go over. Again, any questions, any pairs you guys want me to explain again, let me know. If not, we'll be done for the night. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for the live trading session. Any pairs at all that you guys want me to go over, whether or not they were on our list, anything you guys want me to explain, how we mark up our charts, why we mark them up the way we do, what zones are we looking at, how does structure look, what's price action, any of the candlesticks you want me to draw out, what's an engulfing candle, what's a bearish engulfing, what's a bullish engulfing, what's an exhaustion candle. I could draw all of that out for you guys here on the charts. If you guys need any clarifications on anything, just let me know. You guys could also join the Discord. Ask questions in the Discord. Our chat's very active. Everybody's pretty active in the chat. So if you guys have any questions at all, you could hit me up on Discord personally. You could ask me the question in the Discord chat. You could leave a message here in the YouTube chat. Hit me up on Instagram, X, wherever you guys feel more comfortable. And yeah, I'll try to help you guys out as much as possible. We do free one-on-one sessions. We don't charge nobody for nothing. We do free live trading sessions every single day, Monday through Friday, and on the weekends. Twice a day too, Monday through Thursday. We do a live trading session. We do this session. We do a weekly market breakdown in the weekends. Great session. See you tomorrow. Good night, my brother. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow morning. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions, nothing else you guys want me to go over or explain, then we'll be done for the night. And again, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Gonna give everybody another minute here. We'll turn the stream off in a minute. In exactly a minute, I'm turning it off. So we'll give everybody a few seconds here. No question, it seems like. Alright. Don't blame me. Got 10 more seconds and then we'll be done. But alright, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning for the live trading session, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow.